Hey, you're keeping company with Connor, and you're listening to another Townsquare Spotlight. We have an incredible guest with us today. We have Billboard charting singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, AJ Croce. He's going to be playing at the Paramount Hudson Valley Theater on May 2nd, 8 o'clock, bringing his Croce Plays Croce tour. We're really excited about this and excited to be speaking with him today. AJ, how's things going?
I'm doing great, Connor. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. As I said off the mic, I'm a big fan of your father's work. I'm starting to get into your work. Very impressive line of music that you have. Now, with 2023 marked the 50th anniversary of your father's passing, and you have just done this incredible work of carrying the torch and keeping that music alive while working on your own music. Can you tell us what it's like to keep that music alive and play out to all these thousands of fans now?
Well, it's really a privilege. I'll tell you, took 25 years of touring before I felt comfortable playing any of his music.
Oh, wow.
And of course, I was working behind the scenes, but as an artist, it just had to be natural. It had to be organic. And it is so much fun. And keeping the music alive is really the key to it. It needs to feel alive. It can't just be this nostalgia show. There's a lot of energy in this show. The band is phenomenal, and I have a chance to play what people want to hear every night. I take requests. A point in the show, we open the request line, and people shout everything they want to hear, and we'll play it. So because of that, the show is unique and different each night, and people have come to multiple shows wanting to hear different stuff because that's just how we've kind of set it up.
Oh, that's so cool. Now, one thing that I heard about Croce Plays Croce, you kind of discovered a fascinating phenomenon on how fans and the people in the audience, they kind of have one expectation of the show, and then they leave with a completely other feeling. Could you get into that for us?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think a part of it is that they come to hear this music that's been part of their life and part of their parents' life and their children's lives, and they think it's one thing. And I think that between performing that music, but also telling the stories and playing a little of my music and playing the music that connects my father and I think people leave as a fan of mine, but it's the fan of the concert and the performance. The stories are the secret of this. That's the part that no one really got to see of my father unless you happen to see him in 72 or 73. And that was his ability to tell amazing stories and to connect with the audience. And that's more than anything what's connected me to my father are the stories.
Listening to your father's stuff is just great, and honestly have gotten me through some times. Operator was something I listened to nonstop after a breakup. Photographs of Memories. Photographs of Memories is so great. Time in a Bottle is so great. I listen to I Have a Name. When I hear it, I almost feel like when I listen to that song, that's something that he passed down to you. Like, it's perfect that you've taken up this mantle of playing his music, because when I hear that song, it just sounds like a father passing the torch to his son. And that leads me to ask, when you're playing your father's stuff, is there a certain song that has resonated with you the most over the years?
Well, a bunch of them, of course. Time in a Bottle is something that was written for me, so it has a personal connection. It was probably the hardest one to perform live just because it was emotional. But I love performing it. I love the audience reaction. And I think what you see in the audience is, we're bringing crying back. People are very emotional about this music, and they're laughing at the stories, and they're having a great time. But there's a piece of it that really seems to connect every single night. I'm really proud of it.
That is something to be proud of, and I'm so excited. I'm excited for the show. I'm trying to make it myself, and I would love to see everything like firsthand.
Shout out the songs you want to hear, and I'll play them for you, Connor.
I greatly appreciate it, AJ. I'm excited for it. That's going to be great. As you said, also have you've had 30 years of your own music, 10 studio albums. Your last one, if I have it correct, By Request 2021. What can people expect of your own music during this show?
Well, there's a little bit of, that's a lot of years and a lot of records. So I try not to focus too much on that, and I switch my stuff out. A lot of times people will request a certain thing off of early album or anything they might have heard. And so I stay kind of nimble in that regard. But there's a couple songs I love playing that I wrote with Leon Russell that I play often. It's really diverse. So I keep it pretty fluid.
That's awesome. So it keeps everybody on their toes, and really excited to hear what you got in that. Now, I know we only got a couple minutes left. You're a busy guy. You're running around. But of course, one thing that I really want to ask you is, well, first of all, CBS did a spot on you last year, and there was a very interesting quote that they said, "Your life has played out like a blues song. Unfortunately, you lost your father at an early age. You've had difficulty with your sight. You've lost your wife," which I'm so sorry to hear. What is your philosophy on loss that you bring to the music, and how do you share that message with people on stage in your day-to-day life?
I think it's the love of life and the love of the company of the audience that I never take for granted. It's a gift. It's a gift to be able to share the music that I share, but it's also a gift to be able to receive the love from the audience that I receive. And it's really a special relationship that we have.
Absolutely. And it's a relationship that I'm excited to, join and be a part of, to get to see you. And also, of course, everybody here in the Hudson Valley should take advantage of that. Again, AJ is going to be coming to the Paramount Hudson Valley Theater on May 2nd. 8 o'clock, bringing his Croce Plays Croce tour. You can get those tickets online now. We'll have that all in the description of this interview. AJ, I am so excited to speak with you. I greatly appreciate your time. Do you have any last little nugget you want to share with those listening here in the Hudson Valley?
Well, just that I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there, and we're going to have a great time. Can't wait.
Fantastic. AJ, thank you so much. Really appreciate you, and I can't wait to see the show on May 2nd.
All right. Take care.
Take care. All the best.